Alright, this video is for all those out there that have bought the Kalashnikov, the Boker brand Kalashnikov Automat 74 or the Mini 74, although I don't own a Mini, so I'm not totally positive about the pressure, the spring pressure of the release button on the Mini, but I assume that it's probably real similar, but this is the full size. A lot of you, I'm sure, that have purchased one have realized after purchasing it that the spring pressure of the release button is extremely weak. And it's so weak, in fact, that when you have the blade fully opened, you get a lot of travel of the blade in this direction, back and forth. The side to side can be adjusted with that 8mm Torx right there. You can get rid of that, but the play in it from the lock, from the lock right here, from the button, the spring not pushing the button up far enough that way allows the blade to have a lot of play in it in this direction, the back and forth direction. So to get rid of that, the only thing you can do is take the knife apart and replace the spring. Why they used such a small spring on it in the first place, I have no idea. But anyway, the things that you're going to need to do this mod is a number 6 Torx bit, a number 8 Torx bit, a ballpoint pen. You'll take it apart, take the spring out, which I've already done, and there's the spring right there. And I've already cut off the size of the piece that you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need a pair of wire cutters. Okay, so the only screws that you have to take out to do this mod is that one, and that one, which are the number 6, and the main swivel screw, which is an 8 number 8 Torx. You do not have to take out any of the ones on this side. You can leave those where they're at. So once you've removed these Torx, save this one for last, take that one out last, then you lift the handle off. Okay, once you've got all the screws out, then you lift the handle off, set it to the side. There is a Teflon anti-wear disc that's right there. You can leave it alone. You just grab a hold of the button and pull it out. Shake the little spring that's in there. Whoop, it didn't come with it. Sometimes it'll stay stuck in it. Whoops, sorry about that. Sometimes it won't. Anyway, you just pull it out. There it is. You can see how small it is. The spring that I used to replace it, that long. So you can see that this spring is going to give it considerable amount more pressure upwards to keep the button up when the blade's released. So basically you just insert this spring back into the one and put the button back on top of it. It's hard to do holding the camera and doing this at the same time, but I think you understand where I'm coming from. You put the button back on, and I'm going to turn the camera off anyway and read. But anyway, before you put all these screws back in, take your I'd use blue thread lock, not red but blue, in case you ever want to take it apart again, clean it or what have you. Put one drop of thread lock on each of the screws before you put them back in. So when you get it all put back together, you go to adjust this screw. You basically keep adjusting it until the blade play, and this is has some resistance but not a lot. So when you push it down and let go of it, it should for the most part spring back about like that. It should have as far as play this direction, this way, there should barely be any there at all. And now that you've done the spring mod, the blade in this direction, I'm going to cut myself, aren't I? The blade in this direction, and it will be much, much tighter than it was when you originally got it. You'll notice that right away. So you just cycle it a few times. The other thing you'll notice is that the blade, when it's closed with the spring mod in it, the blade itself will be deeper. I don't know if you can see that at all or not. It will be deeper inside the handle than it was when you first got it. I know mine, when I first got it, the point of the knife was probably about there, and now it's clear down there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see that? Yeah, see? It's a lot deeper in there. But trust me, if you do that mod, you're going to like it. I mean, if you don't, you can always put the original little bitty spring back in, but I like mine a whole lot better after I've done that. And I think you will too. So, thanks for watching.